Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me today as we go through another important development in Tshwane. Make sure you watch till the end so you can see the sources of this news and try to verify it for yourself. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can stay updated with more news just like this. Now, let's get into it. In Tshwane, authorities have taken decisive action against illegal structures, and this time it has placed the spotlight on a Nigerian national, George Asaba. Reports confirm that the city has demolished a building said to be illegally constructed and owned by him. This demolition has stirred conversations not only in Pretoria but across the country, as many South Africans are paying close attention to how the government handles illegal structures and foreign-owned properties. The city of Tshwane has been under pressure for years to clamp down on unlawful buildings. Communities have long raised concerns that some property developments are being carried out without proper approval, sometimes bypassing safety codes or land use regulations. In this case, the city officials stated that the building owned by George Asaba had been erected without compliance to legal frameworks, and that is why demolition was carried out. For many residents, this comes as both a relief and a statement that the city is serious about restoring order and dealing with lawlessness in property development. Local officials have repeatedly said that no one, regardless of nationality, will be allowed to break the rules. But naturally, because the building belonged to a Nigerian national, it has also sparked debate about foreigners and the way they engage in property dealings in South Africa. Now, if we're being honest, this is not just about one man and one building. It ties into a much bigger conversation. For years, people have complained about the mushrooming of illegal structures across different cities, from shacks to unapproved high-rise developments. These are often linked to safety risks, land disputes, and even political tensions. The Tshwane municipality has promised that it will not hesitate to demolish any unlawful buildings in the city, no matter who owns them. And this latest case shows that the city is putting its words into action. Some South Africans see this as a positive step. They believe it sends a clear message that illegal developments cannot be tolerated, whether they are owned by locals or foreign nationals. Others, however, warn that the issue should not be framed as a foreigner problem alone. After all, there are also many South African citizens who are guilty of putting up illegal structures without following the law. The demolition, in their view, should be seen as part of a wider attempt to restore order in the property sector. For George Asaba, the Nigerian national at the center of this incident, it is certainly a big blow. Not only has he lost a building, but his name has now been dragged into the public spotlight, sparking heated discussions online and in communities. At this stage, it is unclear what further legal action may follow, but the demolition itself has already sent shockwaves. The city of Tshwane has made it clear that more demolitions could be on the way. Officials said they are reviewing other questionable structures and will be taking down those that do not comply with regulations. This means we could see more cases like this in the near future. And given the rising frustrations among communities over land and housing, it's clear that each demolition is going to attract public attention and debate. It also raises an important question about accountability. If a building gets demolished for being illegal, how did it get that far in the first place? Was there no monitoring from the beginning? Were there corrupt officials who looked the other way? Or are there gaps in the system that allow these structures to pop up before the authorities finally act? These are questions that South Africans are asking, and they deserve proper answers. What stands out is that ordinary residents are often the ones who bear the brunt of illegal developments. Imagine living next to a building that is unsafe or on land that is not supposed to be used for construction. It puts lives at risk and disrupts communities. That is why some people are welcoming these demolitions, even if they come with controversy. This case also ties into wider tensions around foreigners in South Africa. In recent years, there has been growing frustration among locals about undocumented foreign nationals, illegal businesses, and competition for scarce resources. While this demolition is officially about an illegal structure, it easily gets caught up in that bigger debate, which is why it has gained so much attention. For now, Tshwane is standing firm on its decision. They insist they are not targeting anyone because of their nationality, but simply enforcing the law. And if that law is applied fairly and equally, then it may just restore some confidence in how the city is run. Now, whether you see this as a win for law enforcement, or as another layer of tension between locals and foreign nationals, one thing is clear: this is not the last time we'll hear about illegal buildings being demolished in South Africa. The battle between rapid urban growth, limited land, and enforcement of regulations is far from over. And just to add a lighter note before we wrap up, South Africans online have already started joking about this case. Some said the building went down faster than their favorite Wi-Fi connection when load shedding hits. Others joked that at least the demolition was free of charge, because contractors usually charge an arm and a leg to knock a place down. It shows that even in serious matters, South Africans never lose their sense of humor. So, what do you think about this? Should the city continue demolishing illegal structures no matter who owns them? Or should there be alternative solutions to deal with cases like this? Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss the next update. And remember to stick around till the end of each video to see the sources we use, so you can check and verify the news for yourself. All images used are for illustration purposes only. Sources: IOL, Times Live, City of Tshwane official statements.